You're amazing, and you never turn your mic off, so I heard you yell at John.
And the Johns.
Be quiet, be quiet. Hey, what are you doing? They deserve it. I know they deserve it.
Okay, Jimmy, we're live.
Already, wow.
Yeah, here we are. It's another day in paradise, and the interest rates are going up, and we've got to talk about all this stuff today.
Well,
Okay, I'm going to
I
put.
will tell you that I do not believe 75% of it. I believe the gloom and doom is what sells papers, and I'll let you make your predictions first. And I know where you got your predictions, but I got to tell you, I don't believe 75% of it.
Well, not for Vegas.
Exactly. There
Not
you
for
go.
Vegas.
Yeah. How's the weather? Where are you talking about? Washington, Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, all these cities that are hurting? No, not for Vegas.
I totally agree with you. Okay. Let's see. Did I do the right one? I did. Okay, here we are. So, Jimmy, we have 69 days of inventory, and that's pretty much across the United States. What it is, by the way, it's in that under 3 month period, and a lot of that's because we don't have a lot of listings, of course, right? That drives it.
Well, and that's the primary driver of every market, whether it's ball pens or cups or phones or whatever, supply and demand.
Yeah,
Supply and demand. Some people have to buy a house. They want to buy a house. They don't want to rent.
exactly. They don't want to rent. That's so true. Um, and we have 4,960. No, four. Can you read that?
Not not without looking at the sheet printed out.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if they've got all these newfangled ways to see things. Maybe that's better. Yeah, 4,891. I can't get that over where I am.
Okay.
um, anyway, so what one of the things that I've heard on some of the shows I watch is townhomes and condos are really selling right now because of the price.
Right.
Yeah, it's a great price point. So that may be a shout out to people who want to know where to market, where to get their target. That might be a target, is the townhomes and condos. So.
Well, you always talk about the availability of homes underneath our median sales price, right? You always
Yes.
talk about that segment of the market. I went on Builder's Update yesterday with one of our agents, and I said, let's just search for. I need at least 1,500 square feet. I need a 3 and 2. I need under 400,000, brand new home. 14 of them came up. It wasn't just one or two. There was a bunch of them.
Yeah.
14 just in Henderson.
And what was the price point?
Under 400,000, 1,500 square feet, 3 and 2. 92 homes came up.
Wow.
14 just in Henderson. So you can't tell me, oh, they're all in North Las Vegas. They're all way out there. They're all in Mesquite. No, they're all over. 92 homes yesterday.
Wow. That and that's the other thing about our market that's different than the rest of the country, to your point that you don't believe, everything you hear. It's because, we have over 200, right? Over 200 subdivisions that have new homes.
Yep. Oh, 222 is the number that's reported on the ML. There's 2 builder sites on MLS, and one of them gives you the number of communities, and the other one does not give you that number of communities. It just talks about the number of houses. But 222 is what it reported yesterday.
So if I was in real estate selling homes, I would definitely create marketing around new homes.
Well, we're ordering a sign that says "New Home Info" to put out by our open house signs. So when people are driving by the open house, they say, "Oh, look, there's an open house," and they have new home info.
Wow, that is brilliant.
Well, that's some idea we stole from somebody, right?
Well, it doesn't matter. At least you did it.
We're doing it. We're ordering the sign today, hopefully.
That's fantastic. I love that because let's talk about the Department of Justice for a minute and NAR. Next month, a couple weeks away, they may say that the seller can't pay the buyer's agent's commission.
What an overreach by our government. I just can't believe that our government is that overreaching that they can make a mandate like that and say, you can't do it. Really? Don't tell me what I can do. Jeez.
I agree. But obviously people think it's going to happen. And we know that the builders, as you informed me, have reduced their commission.
I think effective October 1st. I heard it. I'm trying to verify it this week, and I have a staff person that's going to make phone calls to builders today and tomorrow and see how many actually answer their phones on Saturday. And she's going to ask a couple of questions. One of them is, are you going to leave your co-op the same? And the other one is, do you actually have somebody sitting on the models, or does somebody have to make an appointment to go see those new homes? Because that was one of the advantages new homes had. I could just drive out and just go in the models and see and talk to a salesperson. You can't do that now. They've locked them all up since COVID, and you got to make an appointment to see a new house. It's crazy.
Wow. Wow. I didn't know that. Well, they may, but they may, I don't know, with the DOJ and what they're going to do, that may go by the wayside too, because they're going to realize that, probably more agents are going to bring more buyers to their new home models, because that's where they don't have to articulate their value to get the buyer to pay them the commission, because the builder will pay the commission.
Right. And why would you give up all that traffic as a builder? I can't imagine why they would close their offices when they can staff their offices and capture all those leads. Just crazy.
So I think we're going to see that change. I think we're going to see a lot of changes. And yesterday I attended the board of directors meeting at the board LVR. Mm-hmm. I Zoomed. I wasn't there in person, but it was very interesting information about how many new agents became realtors, mm-hmm. and about how many dropped. We have 16,000 plus realtors, mm-hmm. and it hasn't really varied that much. I think they're down maybe 500 or 600, right. But that was as of August, and I think that's probably typical. But I'm anxious to see what happens between now and the end of the year.
They should show us a trend line, and they don't. They tell us the numbers. We have to do our own trend line.
Yeah.
But yeah, they expected a lot of people not to pay their key fee, and dues are coming up obviously at the end of the year. And if you haven't sold a house all year, do I want to keep my license? That's a lot of people are asking that question.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think we talked about the other day how many agents have only done one deal this year.
Yeah.
So I think when you look at next year and you think, well, I only did one deal, maybe I got $10,000, of which I paid my dues, I paid my broker, I got to renew my license, I've got to do all these things. Is it really worth it at the end of the day for a few thousand?
I did not attend virtually the meeting, but I did look at the minutes. And did they not say that there were 50 new offices? So there's less real estate agents and 50 new offices.
Yeah.
So some people are saying, look, I'll just do my own thing. And I know a lot of them are 1-man or 2-man offices or 2-person offices.
Yeah.
But there are less agents, more offices. I thought that was interesting.
It is. Yeah. And this last year I set up, I helped 2 or 3 people set up their own offices, and they're 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
Because with the internet and with branding and all the different platforms, they're willing to take on the risk because
and if there's no salespeople working for you, you can't screw up your own deal.
Yeah, exactly. So I just see a lot of changes, and
it's almost like a paradigm shift.
Almost like a paradigm shift. And this thing drives me crazy. You can't control the past, so you have to dance with the future. And I think that's what we have to really embrace. And I think I told you, I listened to Seth Godin this morning, and he was being interviewed by a podcaster. And he wrote The Purple Cow. And The Purple Cow is all about branding. But what he said was interesting is it's not really branding as people maybe think about it. It's about being able to tell people why they should use you by telling them what you know about them. So his point was that you've got to get really nichey. You have got to maybe you're in a community like your neighborhood. Does it have single and 2 stories?
Yeah.
Where you live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
So he's saying, do your neighborhood where people are not fearful of you because you live there. That's who knows. But anyway, but drill down to the 2 stories where people have lived there, a long time, and they're going to move. Don't try to market to everybody. And he said that's the biggest mistake people make. And then they try to do things that worked in the past. And he said, when electricity came about, right? All of a sudden, the dark was light. That was one of his expressions he used. And he said, we have technology now. You don't have to be in front of people in person anymore. The technology is going to change to where we make social connections. And he said this on Zoom, on the internet. By the difference is how often we do it. You're not going to really make a social connection one time.
That's a brilliant idea to your farm. Send them a Zoom connection. Say, look, this is just for Concordia. This is just for Spanish Oaks. This is just for whatever, and do a Zoom for that. And they don't have to go anywhere, and they just log in on the computer. That's a brilliant idea for your farm.
Well, it wasn't my idea. It was Seth Godin, and he gave several examples of that, which I'm going to say. I've got to figure it out, because on YouTube I can't put the link in the group, but I can snag the video and put it in the group. So I might just do parts of it, but I'll send you the whole link.
Okay.
But because it is just really has a lot to do with me and you as brokers and what we are thinking about to do in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And one of his points was people are not going to offices anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need to do dry cleaning if they don't have to go to an office. It saves on dry cleaning, saves on gas. And as long as their company, and he's in New York, so he's talking about the companies in New York that have shut down their big commercial buildings because after COVID, nobody wanted to come back to the office, even though they mandated if you're not in the office 3 days a week, we're going to let you go. People just went somewhere else. Mm. They don't want to go to offices anymore. So, and so my takeaway from that was you and I we have the show. We have office meetings that people can Zoom in on. We have CE classes that are all Zoom. So we are making connections, and we've been doing it over time. Mm-hmm. And so I think that to market to increase our business, we should market that we make our social connections via Zoom, which saves you time, energy, and money, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I took a lot from that particular 35-minute interview. It was really good.
Well, I'll listen to it tonight before our meeting tomorrow, if you want. So I'll have on the same page with you.
Yes, because you and I don't always agree.
That's true.
We don't always agree. So I always love your spin on what I thought the spin was. So.
Yeah. Well, and you're listening to enough smart people. And I mean, Seth Godin's not in real estate. He's in marketing and visioning. That if I had to put two words on him, it'd be marketing and visioning. He casts a vision for what he sees coming up based on all these keynotes that he does all around the world. I mean, the guy's well-traveled, and he's all kinds of industries want him to come talk to him, because everybody needs marketing, no matter whether you're selling beds or computers or headphones. Everybody needs marketing.
So he said that he decided in the 90s to do a blog a day. He has never missed a day.
Wow.
And some of his blogs are just sentences.
Yes, I'm on his blog.
Me too. Yeah. And he also said that he has written several books, 22 of which are number one sellers, have been number one sellers.
Yeah.
And he said the reason why he is where he is today is because he lost the fear of worrying about making mistakes. He embraced making mistakes, and he said he can look back on his career and his mistakes got him to where he is today, right, because he learned from them. Mm-hmm. And I thought about all the real estate agents out there who are still afraid to do videos, still afraid that somebody's going to say something about the way they look, but nobody really cares. And those that care, you don't care about. It's your message. And it's the fact that you have the ability to inform people of things that they need to know.
Well, this is, to me, the biggest value package of ruthahlbrand, is that you can teach them how to do that. Yes. And I don't think there's people out there that are able or willing to teach them how to do it. I think some of them, maybe it's 10% of them. But as you said, there's 16,000 agents out there. That's 1,600. There's 10% that are willing. If somebody would show them this is how you do it. Let's get your first video in the can. I think that's a product that they would buy.
Yes. I'm just saying, I'm not, I want to say from a humble position, I love being on the cutting edge of technology. And in 2010, we had a green room. We offered our Remax agents the ability to do videos. I mean, that's like 13 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And that green room now, now is part of the training center.
Right.
So I was thinking about exactly what you're saying. I have some things that I have to get together, but I'm thinking that holding a evening class, let's say from 4 to 6,
mm-hmm.
when there's nobody else in our building, and teaching people social media and how to video and doing videos.
Right.
We actually did that, 2-3 years ago already?
Yeah. And, part of Buffini's claim to fame, he said, he talked to Zig Ziglar when Zig was retired. And Zig said, I taught people how to set goals, but I didn't make them set the goals. He said, you make them set goals in your thing. And so if they come to the thing, be prepared to make a video. We're not going to tell you how to do it. We're going to actually have you do it. And that's what they'll pay for that. They know they need it. They've been hearing that they need it. They just don't know how. And there's been nobody that's been said, if you come to this, here's what it's going to cost you, but you will leave with your first video, which you did for Sandy Castell, and hers is excellent. And you've done that for several people on the Agent Formula. If they buy the Agent Formula website, you allow them to come into your office, get in front of the green screen, you put Las Vegas behind them, and they do their first video. Some, I won't mention any names, but some don't follow up on that. I won't point anybody out, but some could do a better job of following up on I won't. Never mind. You get the point.
I do. Well, and you have to think about, and I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but you have to think about why you don't, and then maybe get into the minds of the other people who don't, and let's try to help them do.
I know why. It's the learning curve. I got help with the first one. I didn't learn enough to do it on my own yet. So it's that learning curve. And I did make some YouTube videos for a while when I had help. And he's off in Florida now, so I don't have that help anymore. I still need a level of help. I have agents call me on a consistent basis. I really don't know how to take a listing. I get a call like that every week. I really don't know how to take a listing. And I'm thinking, hell, I'm your broker. I will show you how to take a listing. Just come in the office and we'll do it. We'll role play in the office. You don't have to be at somebody's house, but I can show them. But apparently they don't know that somebody will show them. I don't know. It's marketing. It's communicating. It's getting the word out.
So that's what we're going to do. I have to find out what my schedule is going to be, which I hope to find out today, actually, for the next 3 months. But I am so passionate about wanting to do this. I just know that I have to do it from 4 to 6. That would be my best window of time. And I want to be consistent. And I want people to be, I also want them to be in a different frame of mind than thinking about what they have to do today, because the day's over. What do you think?
Yeah. No, I think that you're going to attract a certain audience that 4 to 6 is the perfect time for them. And we have to dance with the ones that want to dance.
Okay. Oh dear.
I love the puppy version of that. I love the puppy version. There's a puppy version of that.
No.
Yes, there's a puppy version of that.
I'll have to listen to that.
There's all these puppies just dancing around and just having to play and just having the best time, fighting with each other. It's hilarious.
Well, Jimmy, lots of good things for the next quarter. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm going to put this on Facebook. This was a snapshot for August that NAR just came out with. They usually come out with it the last week of the month from the previous month. And you'll see we're 7% down on sales month over month, 15% down year over year. And of course, this is across the United States. And now you can do these numbers probably quicker than I can in your head. So
inventory 3.3 months, that's 99 days. And you said we have 68.
Yes.
And we've always done around 5 million sales a year. So if we do 4 million, that's not that bad.
Right.
That's a 20% drop. And you had somebody predict earlier today, like almost a 40% drop, almost
Yes.
40%. If we would have to totally tank in October, November, December, we would have to go in the tank so bad that there'd be people saying, where can I get a job?
Yes. Hey, I did it, Jimmy.
Yay.
Persistence.
Now, if you
Yeah.
can remember how to do it tomorrow, that would be a good.
Yes, that would be good. So what we're saying here, look, I want to look at last year. So last year we were doing 114 sales a day. Year to date, we're doing 88. So what's the difference in the percentage there? You're so good at that.
It's 30%. It's 30%.
Yeah. So we shall see what happens. And then for September, year over year, we're down 12. So how much is that? That's not 30.
I don't understand the 12. I'm missing something.
Okay. We're 12 less deals, closings per day than we were last year.
From 88 to 12 down?
We're doing 82 last year and 70 this year to date. I mean, month to date. I'm sorry.
82 and 70. It's about 15%.
Yeah.
15% is 12. 15% of 80 is 12.
So I think that, and I also listened to the report on the Treasury bills and the interest rates and all that. I listened to that with Brian, and he really throws a lot of numbers around, but we are so different. And
right.
People throw their stats into the chat, and I do too. I say, well, Vegas, we have a lot of homes like you, to your point, we have homes that are affordable. The median price is $450, but that's just the median.
Right.
I
was shocked when Colette and I pulled up the new home builders. I was shocked that there was that many. I mean, totally shocked. And I've got her this week, and I said, focus on that and call those people and find out, is there somebody, do they have standing inventory? Is there quick delivery? Let's really get a handle on that particular part of the market, because people need help. And if we take that with down payment assistance, I know you have leads that didn't buy a house yet.
Yes.
And if we call them and say, look, there are this many homes under this price, this is the down payment, this is your payment. How much are you paying rent? What's your tax write-off? What's going to happen 3 years from now? Are prices going to be lower or higher? Oh, if they're going to be higher in 3 years from now, don't wait. This is the time. Everybody's afraid to make a move right now. Not everybody, but a lot of people. What did Warren Buffett say? When people get greedy, I get fearful. But when people get fearful, I get greedy.
Exactly.
They need to be greedy right now. They need to look at when their lease is out, and some of these houses might be 5 or 6 months away. My lease runs out 5 or 6 months. Great. Buy the house now.
Yes.
Get it under contract. Get your down payment assistance set up.
Yes.
So we got a mission, and I'm hoping that after you and I meet on Saturday, we know what. In fact, I was going to talk to you about having Tammy Compton come at the tail end of our meeting and start giving her some leads. Yes,
that would be great. Okay. So, and just one other thing, and then I've got to run down to the office in my car. We have sold 1,003 homes that are $1 million plus, and that's 4 a day. So that's another great market that has not gone down. Thinking about, the rest of the country, our market has not gone down. We ended up last year at 4.2. I think we're going to end up this year at 4 point something, because that number has only increased this year. And I think it's going to continue to increase.
Well, and I think I told you, I looked at the Sunday newspaper last week, and of the top 10 sales, I don't think there was anybody that had both sides of 2 different deals. So there was some companies where Realtor A sold it to Realtor B's listing in the same company. So there were some company repeats, but I don't recall seeing any agent repeats. So that's 20 sides of $1 million business that nobody got 2 sides of. Nobody's dominating that market. If somebody says we're number one in that, okay, that may be their opinion, but the numbers don't bear that out. Not for the month of August anyway.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, Jimmy, I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Okay, I won't jump up and down and say, hey, Ruthie here.
Thank you. We love everybody. Bye. Talk to you soon.
Bye.